Let's turn to India now, specifically the job market in the country. It's hard to describe it in words, so let me show you a video instead. It was shot near the Mumbai airport on Tuesday. Take a look.
अंदर लाइन लगवाएंगे.
Sums up the current situation. Air India had listed around 2,200 job vacancies, mostly related to maintenance and loading work. And how much does it pay? Between 22 to 30,000 rupees. But look at the turnout. More than 25,000 job seekers gathered at Air India's office. It almost led to a stampede. And this is not an isolated situation. Last week, another video emerged from Gujarat. Hundreds of people were seen at a private company's recruitment drive. Take a look. Same problem, hundreds of job seekers but just 10 vacancies. Such pictures often mean just one thing: unemployment is rising. Let's look at the numbers first. Around 30% graduates in India cannot find a job. It's among the highest rates globally, 30%. And what about overall unemployment? It was around 7% in May 2024, but in June it jumped to 9.2%. So these numbers suggest that there is a job crisis in India. But the government has pushed back. It claims to have created 125 million jobs in the last 10 years. RBI data shows the job market grew by 6% last year. And don't forget the GDP growth. India's economy grew by more than 8% in the last financial year, which raises two questions. One, why is the job market distressed despite this growth? And two, how can it be addressed? Let's look at the first question first. India's growth is driven by capital-intensive industries. What does that mean? It means industries that need money or machines to flourish, not necessarily more workers. Just consider a shoe factory with, say, 100 workers. The owner buys a new machine that speeds up production. Maybe the factory was making 500 shoes before, now they're making 1,000. So growth has doubled without adding new jobs. That's what's happening in India. The growth is not translating into that many jobs, which brings us to the second question. How do we address this? Many experts point to the China model, creating a labor-intensive manufacturing sector. Think of it as a chain reaction. More investments, more factories, more jobs, more output. Let's focus on the first step though, more investment. Where will it come from? Foreign direct investment or FDI dropped 43% last year. India ranked 8th on the FDI list in 2022, but last year we dropped to the 15th place. Foreign companies took out $44 billion from India in 2023. Compare that to 2019, they took out about $18 billion. Now we come to private investments. How much are Indian companies investing in India's economy? Not much. Private investment has consistently fallen since 2011. The government did try to reverse it. They cut corporate taxes in 2019, yet private investment has not picked up. So the first priority is addressing this. If you want more investments, you must implement reforms. Whether it's ease of doing business or labor reforms or land reforms, if not, you cannot create more jobs. The second priority is small and medium enterprises, what we call MSMEs. They are the backbone of India's job market. MSMEs make up 62% of India's jobs. But recently, they have been in decline. Around 25,000 MSMEs shut down in the last 3 years. So the government must focus on reviving them. Maybe through cheaper loans or more state subsidies or maybe greater tax cuts. A third priority is education. The job market is being overhauled by new technology. Fresh jobs will be created. So the goal should be to be ready for that, for the new kinds of jobs. Unfortunately, our system is not adapting fast enough. How else do you explain a placement crisis at the IITs? If India's elite colleges cannot adapt, what hope do others have? Which brings us to the fourth priority, focusing on jobs for women. India's female labour force participation is 32%. 32%. In Vietnam, it's 75%. In China, it's 71%. Clearly, there are social reasons for this gap. So India must focus on educating and skilling its women. If not, the job crisis will remain half addressed. Of course, these are just a handful of suggestions. We are talking about a very complicated issue here. It won't be solved with one policy. It will require a nationwide, calibrated campaign. But with a population of 1.4 billion, India doesn't really have a choice. If the government does not hurry, the demographic dividend could become a demographic bomb.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
As the world warms, nature's sentinels will rise. As a billion hands will dig deep to write a new future for our planet.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect